The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Oh, Jesus. Welcome to All In. What's this, our second show?
Yeah,
second show. Tonight we have Don Whisman, we have Les Skymo, we have Dave Coots, and we have Jimmy, of course, and me, Mr. Daniels.
So what's up? Hello, everybody. How you doing out there tonight?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight?
Well, Paul, I'm doing great. I just want to say hello to everybody out there listening to Armed Radio.
Well, you said you were going to...
Good day to the troops.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Yes. Paul, Jimmy, Dave, Les, today is Groundhog Day, and old Punxsutawney Phil, I guess that's his name, Phil, he said it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter, you guys, so basically... Punxsutawney Phil, I guess it's in Pennsylvania or something.
Yes, it is.
Somebody needs to make groundhog stew out of Phil. I'm tired of Phil, you guys.
I'm so sick of
I'll cook a mean groundhog, fellas.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all, Les.
I guarantee you, brother. You eat my groundhog, you'll love it.
Well, Paul, I wouldn't even know what the hell it would taste like.
It tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. But Paul, if you wake up tomorrow and you hear the song "I Got You, Babe" playing by what is it, Sonny and Cher?
Yeah.
Remember, you're in the movie Groundhog Day. You guys remember that movie, right?
Oh yeah,
I
loved it.
Right.
Keeps repeating itself over and over. So let's just hope none of us wakes up tomorrow morning listening to "I Got You, Babe."
I think I could deal with that the same day over and over again because I know exactly what was going to happen. I dig that.
I think
that would be hell for me.
If it was payday.
If it was a good day, yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Payday, yeah.
Everyday payday, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I can live with that.
Well, he learned to live with it.
That's just like people say, hey, man, wouldn't you like to go back and do your life all over again? I'm like, crap, no. I had too hard a time getting where I'm at, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way I could take this twice.
No, absolutely not.
No.
I think I'd do things different again, though, if I had another chance.
No, you wouldn't.
If I could go back and know what I did, if I knew what I did before, yes, I would like to live my life over.
We'd still screw it up.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd screw it up the exact same way every time.
I know you would, Paul. Oh, man. You're silly, Paul.
Give me one sec. Go.
What's going on?
What?
No, he took a walk.
I just had to grab a beer.
Oh, I don't want you to miss this next topic I want to bring up.
Yeah, it's all on edge. We all thought you were going to be saying something. And you said, hold on.
Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. I meant I was walking away for a second.
I thought we was going off air.
I got to wear the headphones.
I'm glad you're back, Paul, because I wanted to ask you and Jimmy and all you guys, did you guys know who the highest paid actor in Hollywood is today? And you guys may be shocked. You guys may be shocked to find out this.
I don't know.
I did some research, you guys, and
The Rock.
No, well, hang on now. There was 10 of them, so I listed the top 5. Now, you guys, I'll read it down from 5 to number 1. Okay, these are the highest paid actors in Hollywood today. Number 5, and I'll even tell you how much money they're worth. Or I don't know if it's what they're worth or how much they make per year, but Jackie Chan comes in number 5 at $49 million, okay?
What?
I like Jackie Chan.
I like Jackie Chan, too, but I haven't seen a movie he's made in...
Me neither.
Yeah.
Well,
new one coming out.
He makes a lot of movies in China.
Well, that's true, and there's a ton of people to go watch them.
Yeah, he
China,
makes a ton of movies in China.
Good point, Dave.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. Now, you guys have probably figured this. Adam Sandler. He's at $50.5 million.
That's per movie. That's per movie, not his net worth.
Is that what that means? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
And you know, he's a big conservative man.
Yes, he is. And he's from Gary, New Hampshire.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's a New Hampshire boy, Derry, New Hampshire.
I
next
thought he
town
was
over.
like New York. I
Nope.
pegged him for being from New York, you guys.
Nope. He's the next town over from us, Derry, New Hampshire.
Well, that's great. All right, number 3. You guys all heard of this guy, Vin Diesel. You know all those Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
Plus he's made
He's overrated.
Well, he is. $54.5 million. $54.5
Never
million.
did like his movies.
Now, Dave.
I like the
number
movie
2.
Pitch Black. Wasn't bad.
Well, he's getting it because he's bringing in big money.
Yeah.
They're
The
getting
Fast and Furious movies hauling huge cash.
Right.
I just don't get into those little
million.
cars, though, you guys. Those little cars don't turn me on for some reason.
Well, you're young
The
kids
fake and
really
the
got into
frivolous.
that.
But when we were younger, you guys, everybody wanted their cars jacked up with the wide tires. You remember that? And when we were younger, now they want to lower them down and put these little mufflers on them to make them sound like a little fart going down the road.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they sound like a sewing machine.
I'm a country boy. I like my stuff jacked up.
Jack it up.
Too.
Shackles. You guys remember putting shackles on your old cars
Oh,
when you were
yeah.
younger?
Heck yeah.
Hell of
I
shit.
had to
Shackles.
because I had big tires on them back
Yeah,
then.
they had leaf springs, and you take the factory shackles off and either put air shocks or
Oh,
shackles
yeah.
on.
Oh, okay.
It-
now
it
I know
lift
what
the-
you're
it would
talking
lift the
about.
rear
So
end
lift it
up.
up. They'll lift it up. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the tires can fit under the wheel well.
Right. Now, number 2. Here you go, Coots.
Number
You
2.
mentioned this guy, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I think that's his name. Dwayne Johnson's his real
Uh-huh,
name.
yeah.
Yeah.
$65 million. I guess
Yeah.
that's per movie. You
That's
said,
per
Dave?
movie. I'm pretty sure that's per movie. Yeah.
How can that be per movie?
They make a lot of
I don't
money.
know.
out of
They
it.
He's
make a
like
ton
Red
of
Bull.
movies.
Evidently. Wow.
Now, before I tell you guys who number 1 is, who would you guys suspect? I mean, just take a guess. I want all
Julia
you guys.
Roberts. I know she was getting $100 million at one point, but
Nope.
that was a while
I
ago.
couldn't
Back in the
even guess.
'90s,
I
I think.
couldn't even guess at it.
Nope, Jimmy, Dave, or Paul, you take a stab.
Well, whoever it is, it's a great guess, and they'll be
It can't be
left
De
wing.
Niro.
No.
No, he sucks.
Yeah.
No, what? No, you guys talked about De Niro last night, and I loved it too. I love
can't
that.
stand that little punk.
Well,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, neither
I'll go ahead and tell you, and it was shocking. I thought there would be somebody else making more money than this guy, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
No, you know what? No,
kidding me.
actually, no, because he is huge. Huge.
68 million it's got down here. And I don't know if
No
that's
kidding.
per movie or per year. I don't know, you guys. That's the figure it gave.
He's a conservative, too. He's a conservative from Boston.
He also watches what he says a lot, so he's smart. He's smart.
Well,
He's
all
a family
all
guy.
the boys are successful. What are they,
Yep.
5 of them?
There's like 11 of them, kids in total.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
It's a big family, yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge family. They're
5
from
or 6
Dorchester.
boys.
They got
Which is not one of the-
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Yeah, that's the brother Paul owns that. My wife went to the original one in Hingham, Mass.
Really?
Yeah, they're from Dorchester, which is not one of the nicest areas of Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
What
got
do you-
one of them down there in Florida. What's that beach down there? Oh, shoot, I can't think.
Many beaches in Florida.
Yeah.
Sarasota.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
But
I've never
but
been
anyway,
to Sarasota either.
do you guys remember the movie
Beautiful.
Mark Wahlberg played in? It was called, I guess it was The Brothers or Four Brothers where their mother
Yeah, that
got
was a good
killed.
movie.
That was a good movie. Yes, I love that movie.
He's
And-
a good actor, man.
yeah, he is. So that's the list, you guys. I just wanted to bring that up since I gave Paul and Timmy the list of the 5 worst places to live in the state they live in last week on this show. So
Yeah. Well, hey, let me tell y'all a true story. Now, you guys, this is for real. I'm telling you, I run across a thing. I almost had a movie part in a movie. Okay, because of my accent. Now, y'all gonna laugh, but that's true.
I was going to say Deliverance.
you gotta bring him out, boy.
I was waiting on that.
Squeal like a pig.
I was waiting on that.
Wee.
You just kind of set yourself up for that last
Oh,
song.
I know I did. I backed right into that one. But, you know, I'm going to plug this book for this guy because it's a great book, and he wanted to try to finance it himself. And so we done the auditions and everything, and his name is Don Donahue, and he's from Dayton, Ohio. And he wrote this great book. It's called Last at Bat. and it's about a 5-tool ball player. Played for Cincinnati Reds, and you can still get his book on Amazon. It's a great book, but it's not a kid's book. It's a lot of adult language in it. But he was doing auditions for that, and me and my 2 sons, we went and auditioned for that, and there've been all kinds of people trying to buy the movie rights, and he don't want to sell it. He wanted to do it all himself, because once you sell your movie rights, you got no control.
Right. Exactly. You lose all control over the content.
Yeah, and so he needed $5 million to make this movie, and so we went up to Dayton there, and me and my 2 sons, we went and tried out, and it was a good experience. Fred Flintstone's grandson was going to be the producer.
Fred Flintstone's grandson?
Is the guy that talked for Fred Flintstone.
Oh, the voice of Fred Flintstone.
The voice,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, you do know he's a cartoon, right?
You got me again, Bob. You're fast on your feet.
Yabba
But, you know, I was fishing. Me and my youngest son was fishing. We done our audition, and they done a thing where we just told who he was and everything. And so me and my oldest son's fishing over at the lake, and a few days later he calls me, and he said, "Well, Les, I just want to let you know that you and your son, your youngest son Justin, has made the first cut." And he said, "I just want to let you know," he said, "I love your voice, man." He said, "You're perfect for the part that I want you to do."
Was it with a pig?
No, I didn't get that part.
It was Charlotte's Web.
Hey, but I'm serious, guys.
He couldn't get that part. He couldn't spell.
I'm just poking at you, Les. I'm just poking at you,
But
Les.
if you like to read, get that book, though, Last at Bat. It's a great book. But, you know, I got the only part in that whole book, practically, that there wasn't a cuss word in it. But he couldn't raise the funds, and it all blew up, and, of course, I was heartbroken.
Maybe Stillman could help him out.
You know, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing now. But that's on my bucket list, boys. I want to make a movie before I die.
There you go.
But that's a true story, fellas. That's a true story.
I don't know if I could do it. Like reading from a script, that's really hard, you guys. I mean, to really get in and do that.
In the world.
Yeah. Well, I only had 1 or 2 lines, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just pull you out. You say your 2 lines and done.
Yeah. But I would have been in the credits, so, man, when they rolled the credits, hey.
Right.
He just pauses it with his TiVo and just leaves it there. People come over the house. He just starts pointing at the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's that on the TV? Is that my name there?
Yeah. I had to walk up the holler and invite all my kinfolk down.
Well, it would be funny. It would be funny to make one of those. You guys seen those? I don't know. What do you call that? Real-time, real people. Do they follow these families around? I would love a camera crew just to follow Jimmy and Paul around. Jimmy and Paul, and show their daily lives, man. I would just love to watch these guys how they live, man.
It'd be the most boring show. It'd be the most boring show ever. It'd be me watching. Boring? Yeah. It's me sitting there watching Dr. Phil with my wife. Not even talking to each other. We just look over at each other, look back at the TV. 12 hours of that shit.
We'll just look over and say sandwich.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Move.
Beer.
Where's the papers, baby? Where's the papers?
Did you guys see that little movie they made as a documentary, The Wild, Wonderful World of the Whites? It was about this family that lived in West Virginia, and I mean, that's all they did was smoke pot, drink, and cuss. I mean, but that movie made it big, man. They made it really big.
What was the name of it?
The Wonderful World of the Whites.
Never heard of it.
There's a family in Virginia. Oh, you guys, Hank Williams Jr.'s son played in it and everything. He's friends with these people. And, I mean, these were like really poor people, and I mean, this show. I can't believe you guys haven't seen it.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna see if I can find it on YouTube.
Was it a documentary or a movie?
It's more like it's a movie and a documentary. It's the wonderful wild world of the wonderful whites or something like that of West Virginia or Virginia. You guys got to watch it. I'm sure a lot of people out there listening knows what I'm talking about, and I'll send it to you guys. But it's great. It's a great movie, man. It's just about regular people and their lives, and I think regular people make for more show than fake people. These actors do. I really do, you guys.
Oh, that's me. I like movies that's based on real stories, real events. Of course, they're Hollywooded up, but
right. Right, Joe. I like when it's got truth to it.
Well, I find that, but when they take an event like the Titanic, or when they made Valkyrie about the assassination attempt on Hitler, it's like I know the story already. I've seen the documentaries on it.
Well, you know the Titanic's going to sink. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. I know what happens. The boat sinks.
Do you know that the Titanic pool still has water in it?
Really? I wouldn't know that guy.
That's a good one. Hey, you guys, we was talking about this before we started the show, how everybody and almost the world was watching that stupid giraffe named April have a baby. Well, Dave Coots is
breathing in the microphone.
Yeah, somebody's breathing really heavy into a mic.
I think Dave must be doing something right now.
Yeah, take it easy there. No huffing on the air. He's huffing glue.
He's thinking.
I'm thinking about them goat chops.
Dave, tell everybody about your goats. Dave, tell everybody about your goats, man.
We're about ready to have baby goats, and my wife is putting it on the video. So all of her friends, this has turned into a goat watch.
Now, is there a name for baby goats like sheep?
Kids. Supper.
Kids. Well, yeah.
You mean like fawn? Like their baby deers are called fawns, Paul?
Exactly.
They're called a kid, man.
That's right. Goats have kids like people have kids.
Yeah. So they're called kids. That's for real.
Yes, that is true. I remember that from Sesame Street.
I'm a farm boy, son.
Sesame Street. Now you're bringing back some old memories now, Paul. Sesame Street.
That's the song. Goats have kids like people have kids, like me and you.
Boy, he watched it more than once, didn't he?
See, I don't even know them.
I was raised by a television.
I would just look forward to putting them on the grill.
What's that?
Yeah. Is it a boy or a girl? Who cares? Shove an apple in its face.
Dana's going to kill you, Dave. Dana's going to cook you, Dave, if you keep talking about her goats.
I'm a good butcher. I'll have that thing butchered up and ready to go, or we can cook the whole thing.
We're saving you.
Somehow that does not surprise me that Leslie's really good with a butcher knife.
Oh, man. Yeah.
We're saving you for Punxsutawney Phil, Les.
Hey, man, I'm 8% Spanish. I should be good with a switchblade, right?
Yeah, with a butterfly knife.
That's right. I'll make that thing real quick.
I can see his garage now. It's full of hubcaps.
Hey, we're talking about movies, though, and, kind of real-life situations, guys. Today is the day that Chris Kyle got killed.
Is it?
Oh, that's the Marine.
Okay. Yes,
was he a Marine, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was a Navy SEAL.
Navy
SEAL. He got killed on a shooting range, correct?
Yep.
I shot him in the back, man.
Yeah, he was helping a Marine with PTSD.
Talk about a patriot.
I couldn't believe that, man. That blowed me away. Why?
Yeah, that's the dude that slapped Jesse Ventura around.
Yeah.
Did he really? I didn't hear about that.
Jesse sued his wife.
He sued his wife. They reversed that decision, That decision got reversed.
What happened? Tell me what happened between him and...
He wrote a book. He didn't name Jesse Ventura by name. He said that he was talking bad about the troops, and he had to put him down, and he knocked him out. And Jesse Ventura sued his wife because he had died by then, and he was awarded $1.8 million or something like that. And then another court reversed that decision, and now it's still in litigation.
Oh, I just can't believe he would sue a patriot like that fought for his country.
He sued his He sued his wife after he was gone.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
was in a
terrible.
bar somewhere, and,
Yeah.
and Jesse, and he was talking about the SEALs and his buddies that got killed, and supposedly Jesse made the comment, well, the SEALs need to lose a few every now and then. Well, Chris Kyle knocked the crap out of him.
Well, Jesse Ventura technically was a SEAL. He went through
He
buds.
was a frogman, yeah.
He went through buds, but he went to underwater demolition instead of going to a team.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was the name of that movie that they made with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura, where they dropped them off? That Predator.
Predator.
The
That was a
Predator.
great movie. I love that movie.
It was, man, but it got silly after that. That the part
The
2 and
second
part
one,
3.
yeah, with Danny Glover.
Yeah. It wasn't no series is ever as good as the first one to me.
Well, unless it's Rambo now. I liked all the Rambo movies.
The second Alien movie was better than the first one by far.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah.
Sigourney
Aliens-
Weaver, you guys. I can't
Aliens
stand
was-
Sigourney Weaver.
She was great in them movies though, and the second one was the one. The first one was boring. The second one was all action.
Now wait a minute. The second one, is that where they went back with the Marines, those modern day
Yes.
Marines, those
Yep.
future Marines? Yes, that was a good one. Had that Paul Kaiser on there. Is that his name, Paul Kaiser? Yes,
Yeah, he
that
was the
a good one.
scumbag in it.
Yes, that was a good movie. Yeah, he was the scumbag. He wanted to bring the alien back to Earth with him to study it or something
To
like
study
that.
it, yeah.
Man, you guys need to hunt and fish a little more. Y'all watch a lot of movies, don't you?
I
Who
watched
was
a lot of
great-
movies.
Do you know who was great in that movie? Was Bill Paxton. He
Yes,
was
he did.
probably
Now, he died, didn't
Yes,
he?
he just died
Yeah, he
recently.
did.
I liked
Last
him in that
year?
movie Twister. He did. He played in Twister, didn't he?
That was one of the, nothing personal, that was one of the worst fucking movies ever made. It was the cheesiest piece of crap.
I seen it. That was from the 80s.
Yeah, oh, it was horrible. Early 90s, maybe.
Oh,
No,
But it had
wait,
Helen Hunt in
well-
it, though.
Helen Hunt. Yes,
It had Helen Hunt in
It
it.
had Helen Hunt in it.
All right.
Uh,
What was one of the first movies that Bill Paxton made that I know that I can remember?
Weird
It might not be-
Science.
Weird Science. He was the
Weird Science.
Chip.
He
What's
was
his name?
Chet.
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 And she made him into that big blob thing.
Big blob of shit.
Yeah.
He's got flies buzzing around him.
Oh, my goodness.
Les is probably thinking we watch way too many movies, you guys.
Well, I
man.
mean, I'm an outdoors, but I don't watch that many movies. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Did you ever watch Weird Science, Les, or
Yeah.
16 Candles back in the 80s?
Practically everything you mentioned, I might have seen a clip or two of it. I was too busy frog gigging or skinning something, boys.
Like the Breakfast Club. You guys remember the Breakfast Club?
I've never seen that movie though.
I've never seen it.
Bits and pieces.
Never seen it the whole way through the Breakfast Club.
Oh,
Well, it
yeah,
had
I've
all
seen
the
it.
good
Did you like
actors
it,
from the
Jim?
80s.
Yeah, I did. I liked it
had-
very much first time I saw it.
Emilio Estevez, Molly Ringwald, the big names back in the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The Brat
saying.
Pack.
That's what drove me to watch it.
What's his face? He was in Weird Science. Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony, have you seen him lately? He doesn't even look like the same Anthony Michael
He
Hall.
ended up a big dude. I mean, he was a scrawny little kid. He ended up being a good-sized dude.
But he's not like built big. He's kind of like awkward looking. You know what I mean? He's big, but he's not like muscular or nothing.
Like no
You see
neck.
him- yeah, exactly. You see him in movies here and there once in a while. He's still around.
I've seen him in some kind of Walking Dead movie, and I couldn't believe it was Anthony Michael Hall. It just didn't even look like the same guy.
There's a lot of them people that don't age well, man, especially them women. Have you seen some?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he had that
Oh,
TV
man.
show about it was like one of them supernatural type of shows where he could touch you and see something. He was like a psychic, but he had to touch
I
you.
seen
It lasted
something
like 2
that.
years or something like
Yeah.
that.
Who's this?
Well, what
Michael
happened to
Anthony
Molly?
Hall.
Whatever happened to Molly Ringwald? I ain't seen her
I
in
know.
years.
I seen a thing with her. She is married. She has a normal life. She lives a completely normal life.
Man, you remember her, don't you, Dave?
No, I don't know who that is.
That's the redhead.
The redhead. She played in 16 Candles.
Candles.
All those
them.
80s movies.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember 16 Candles.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of them that left Hollywood, man, after they had kids because they didn't want their kids molested.
Exactly. They didn't
yeah,
want them in
where's
that
Harvey
world.
Weinstein at?
Yeah, I mean that's a fact. I mean a lot of them kids they're abused, they're brainwashed. You know, a lot of them Hollywood actors and actresses Had kids, they left the industry.
Well, you know that's the joke. What does Harvey Weinstein give you to make a movie? And they said Coke and a soda pop and a sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Crap, boy, I tell you.
Yeah, where is he right now? He's in his rape dungeon.
You think he's driving around an ice cream truck selling ice cream to
Yeah,
kids?
yeah.
Hey, boys, I tell you what, though, did you ever think of any jokes that you couldn't tell in front of your family?
No, I've always been straightforward, Les. I always have been straightforward. Yes, I have.
Do you mean mother and father, or do you mean like sisters and brothers?
Just any kind of...
Or grandmother.
There's something
Oh, no, there's...
offend your family, you know?
Oh, God, yeah. There's plenty of things I've never said in front of my parents because it would definitely have offended them. But to my brothers and sister, I'd say pretty much anything I'm saying to you guys.
Well, and I'll tell you why I bring that up. I watched a little bit of that Dr. Jamie show today, and
okay.
I seen the one of the topics on there was online dating, and I thought, you know, and I've made this comment a lot, if anything ever happened to me and I was single, I'd be scared to death, man. I wouldn't know what to do, and you know, I got to thinking.
Rosie Palmer and her 5 daughters, Les?
No.
There you go. Yep.
Well, I got to thinking, you know, that's why so many people don't show up at the family reunions anymore, is because of the online dating. You don't get that.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? You mean, where you guys live,
where are you from again, Les?
Well, it used to be like this. You know, it used to be when we go.
I don't get it.
I'm sorry. The family reunion.
Oh, I get it.
When we go to the family reunion, you see a pretty girl walk up to her and you say, "Hey, cuz, how you doing? What kind of boat you got, baby?"
Oh, Les. Everybody, it reminds me of that one movie, Joe Dirt. Oh, my sister. I'm your sister. I'm your sister.
Hey, that's you know, a lot of them people down there, that happens a lot. My brother-in-law was going to take over this ministry. This guy had an Appalachian.
Wait a minute, Les. Are we really talking about incest right here with Les?
Yeah.
Really?
Keep going.
Okay, go ahead.
Keep
I'm
going.
sorry. I'm
interested.
Go ahead.
Oh, Don don't know what to think about this.
Go ahead.
No, shut up, Donald. Let him talk.
Yes, I'm setting up.
But my brother-in-law was, and this is a true story, was going to take over this ministry from this elderly guy that run this ministry in Appalachia down in Kentucky. And so he went through some interviews and stuff, and he didn't take it. Another woman took it, but this woman he's talking to said, "Well, I hope incest don't bother you," she said, "because we see a lot of it." And I mean, that's sad, but you know, it's just some things. I do have cousins that married their cousins, and
I know some people that are like that.
My wife has my wife's cousin I'm not sure how he's related, but he's like distantly related. I see him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's got kids with his first cousin, right? And he has kids with another first cousin.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't just do it once. He did it twice. And if I ever showed you these two people, you'd go, yeah, I see exactly how that happened.
Well, I mean, you know, there's so many jokes. And like I said, when I seen that Dr. Jamie's thing, I got to thinking about that. I said, man, you know, what would... They didn't even get out of the holler, man, to find a girlfriend.
Yeah, travel.
There, you know.
Just go away.
You know, and, you know, but I just... It's crazy things you find out about your family tree, man, as you get older, and
some people family tree.
When you find out there's no branches.
No
branches. They go straight up, you guys.
He couldn't bother to go to the next town. He had no gas for the Studebaker.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, back in the old days, it was kind of I think a lot of people did that, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but Franklin, no politics, but Franklin Roosevelt, our president during World War II, he was married to his cousin. Eleanor Roosevelt was his cousin. You guys.
Yeah. He lived in the same holler she did.
Yeah. They didn't live in the same house.
Well, I mean, it's just a fact. That's just what happened, and
how the fuck does that happen? I mean, like I could imagine like a cousin you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like a cousin you,
like
I'm
a
just
third
saying,
or fourth cousin that you met out at a party or something,
Right? Yeah, and you're like, hey, well, it happened. When we're not going to reproduce, but
yeah. Well, I mean, but I just, it's just really weird.
They say the babies are deformed sometimes when you're like really close. Incest, the babies are like messed up.
Well, you get real close. No, none of mine.
That's how hemophiliacs. That's how you get on hemophiliacs.
Hemophiliacs. Bleeders. Bleeders.
That's from incest.
Is that right?
I didn't know that. I sure didn't know that.
That's why all the European nobility had. They were all hemophiliacs.
Yeah, exactly.
Because only royalty could marry royalty, and they were all into.
Yep.
I don't know what to say, but back in the old days,
inbred, not
inbred or inbreeders.
Yeah.
Back in the old, why was it back in the old days, you guys? A fat lady used to be considered good looking. They thought fat ladies were good looking.
She kept you warm. Yeah.
Warm in the winter. Wood or crawl underneath your wife.
And now you know why?
Why?
Because fat women were considered to be healthy because the average person starved back then, and if you were big enough to put on fat, then you were a good breeder. You could produce a lot of children.
Yeah.
Plus, they maybe thought they had money too if they had.
Like a good heifer, Give it a slap in the ass. You'd see a couple jiggles go down the back.
Well, not only
You're like,
that,
that's
but
good stock.
You knew she could make a mean sandwich.
There you go.
Yeah,
so she was finding food.
That's crazy, guys. I can't believe we're talking about incest. I cannot believe
we went down the rabbit hole on that one, boys.
Why?
You got to talk about something,
Yeah.
Well, no,
I'm with us. You got to talk about something.
Oh, it's a good story, but coming from Les, I mean, I can't.
Normally not the right one to bring it up.
With talking about it, I mean,
no. It's great that you talked about it. I just.
As long as you're not participating,
well,
I guess it's cool.
it's just something that crossed my mind when I seen her on a radio show. I'm like, dang, man, what would they do? I mean, I've got cousins. Okay, I've got cousins. I hope none of them's listening. As soon as my family's listening, call in, okay? But when you don't leave the street that all your kinfolk live on to find a wife, I mean, that just seems weird to me. I mean,
well, that reminds me of that movie, the movie's Wrong Turn. I know you don't watch a lot of movies, listen, but did you ever see the movie's Wrong Turn?
No.
That was all inbreeders. Did you guys, Paul, Jimmy, the Wrong Turn movies?
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Oh, it's about a bunch of inbreeders that lived back in the woods, and they would eat people that would come back in there, and that's basically what it was about. They were inbreeders, and I mean, these people were really messed up, man.
Don't bother fucking them, and maybe getting your bloodlines a little dispersed. No, just eat them.
Well, like The Hills Have Eyes. Did you guys see that movie, The Hills Have Eyes?
Yes, and I don't remember it.
Oh, you was Jimmy. Now, was you drinking or was you smoking pot?
More than likely smoking pot if I'm watching a movie.
Jimmy, I heard you talking the other night that you've been blacking out here lately, brother. I'm worried about you, man. I'm really worried about you as a friend, man.
Don't worry. We keep an eye on him. We make sure he doesn't leave the stove on.
I got the 3rd degree from Joe. He woke me up and was asking me questions, and I couldn't answer because I had no recollection of anything.
Oh, my God, Jimmy.
Did so-and-so show up? I don't remember.
Well,
did she show up or not? Joe, I don't remember.
This is the only guy I know that blacks out from the time before he actually went and got the bottle of booze.
Yeah, that's the last thing I remember.
I remember was driving to go get the booze. I was like, What?
Well, Paul,
normally you black out once you start drinking.
Maybe you should always start carrying a movie camera with you.
well,
Oh
you
my
guys-
God, get you a GoPro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Documentary.
You need to do that for Timmy. You need to do that for Timmy, Paul.
That would be the best documentary ever.
There you
It'd
go.
be just Jimmy staring at 2 computer screens.
That'd be
Exactly.
worth millions.
Well, you and Jimmy were talking last night that you watched the State of the Union address, and
Yep.
Jimmy says, I don't remember watching it until I got up the next day and I watched it, but I don't remember what I saw.
He
until the
watched
next
it
day."
again. He had to watch it again.
It was a good speech.
It was a good speech.
Yeah, that's what I
Jimmy.
mean. I'm glad I watched it again.
I don't know. I'm just worried about you. I know,
I'd
man.
say probably I don't tell too many people what to do, but maybe go to the light beer, maybe.
I don't think it's the beer causing it.
Jimmy needs some Jesus and up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, just come down here and I'll take you to church with me. We'll pray that out of you.
Yeah, that's a church where you go to and they eat you.
That's the problem. I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking vodka.
It's better than the alternative.
Basically,
Oh,
moonshine.
You're drinking moonshine?
It's just cheap vodka.
You keep it up, you'll have the Rain Man on your hands, Paul.
No, I won't.
The Rain Man. You ever
I'll
seen
just
that
walk
movie?
away. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, but he was really good at math. So,
Yeah.
Jimmy, so I'll come over when I need my taxes
I gotta
done.
watch Wapner. I gotta watch Wapner.
Yeah. Get my underwear at Kmart. Get my underwear at Kmart.
Yeah. You go on in 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds.
What was you gonna say, Dave? I heard you trying to say
I was
something.
getting ready to say on a lighter note, guys. Look, Fiona the Hippo predicts who will win the World Series, and I'm sorry, Jimmy and
World
Paul, but
Series.
she picked. Or I'm sorry, the Super Bowl, and but she picked the Eagles.
Yeah. We didn't we? Oh, that's right. We didn't discuss this yet. We haven't
No,
talked
not
about
yet.
the
I
Patriots.
thought it sounded familiar.
Well,
I don't trust a hippo for anything. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Hey, now
they
don't
kill
forget,
more people?
don't forget about Alexa. Don't forget about Alexa.
Tell
Did
them
you
what
know
Alexa
hippos
said,
kill
Dave.
more people in Africa than any other animal?
They're bad, yes.
Yeah.
They're dangerous.
Yeah. So you're
Number
gonna
one
trust
killer.
a fucking hippo?
Yeah, number one killer.
Well, hey, Alexa's dangerous too. Just ask the CIA, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a fucking agent for the government. I got
Brady
one.
loves to
He's
come
disconnected.
from behind. He's going to let the Eagles think they're going to win and then come
Yep,
flying
and then
back,
crush
them.
crush
Last
their
minute
hopes
win.
as they die slowly.
It should be a good
They
game.
hemorrhage.
Hey, look and see when you watch that game. Look and see which one of them's got the air gauge in their pocket. The referee.
Had to go with the deflate
Deflate gate.
Yeah.
As I believe, I think we won the Super Bowl that year, didn't
I
we?
believe we did.
We did win the Super Bowl.
And we
that
did it
year.
without deflating
Yeah.
the balls because they
You
made
did.
sure. So,
Yeah.
you can take your cheating.
And-
Everybody was doing it.
And if I'm not
But
correct,
they
Tom Whip-
decided to pick on the Pats as the first people that they. Same with the when they were videotaping in the stands.
they all do all that.
They all
shit.
did it, but when the Pats did it, that's who they went after every time.
I think somebody got mad and ratted him out. I think.
How old is Brady right now, you guys?
He's
40.
40, yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
he's
think
40.
is he gonna be retiring soon, you think?
Yeah, I bet.
Even if
he
he
will.
wins, if he wins the ring this year, he will still play.
You guys,
Guaranteed.
I quit
He still
watching-
got it. He still got it.
Well, he hadn't got banged up a whole lot. He's took some shots, but I mean, he
Yeah.
hasn't.
He still
You
can
know.
take them.
You got to remember, he's not a little guy.
Right.
He's 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, yeah.
That's
he's
not a
big
small
guy.
guy.
Right.
Our team went to the Super Bowl twice, but they lost twice to the same team, the 49ers. You guys remember Cincinnati Bengals? You've heard of them. I'm sure you have.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course we have.
And that's
Back in
40.
the
That's
Icky
40
Woods.
miles. Yeah, Icky Woods.
Icky Woods.
That's about 40 miles for me and Dave and Les lives. But
Yeah.
the Bengals, nobody around here. I don't really think people like the Bengals anymore.
That's
you
because
guys.
they suck.
Hey,
I
I'm
mean-
a Cleveland Browns fan,
Oh,
man. I'm
no,
out
the
in way
Cleveland
out in the
Browns
woods.
suck.
Oh
They
God,
suck.
yeah. But you know, I'm boycotting them, so I really don't care.
They get a first-round draft pick, right? They get first pick. They'll fuck that up too.
They've had 20. They've had 20 first picks.
Yeah, it don't make no difference, boys. I mean,
do you know what it is? Nobody just wants to play in Ohio. It's like nothing personal.
I don't blame them.
I don't want to live in Ohio. You got to see the point. You got to see the point.
You guys live in New England. You got all them states up in the New England states, and you got one football team. I mean, I think there should be more teams up there, you guys.
No other state can afford one. Connecticut could, but they don't want them.
So where is their actual? I'm not really into football. So where is their actual stadium at?
Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Foxborough.
It's about 15 miles out of Boston.
So you guys are not far from there, are you?
Yeah, a little bit, maybe.
Oh, so you guys are not that far from that place, then, right?
Here in New Hampshire.
We're closer to Boston than we are Foxborough.
Yeah, Foxborough's south of Boston.
More than 40 miles, you'd say?
Southwest.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're about 40 miles.
Think
yeah,
so?
40, 50 miles.
That's what we are from Cincinnati, you guys.
Yeah, we're not far from Cincinnati. We're almost down on the Ohio River.
You got to remember, when you're trying to get into a game or get out of a game, the streets of Massachusetts are horrendous, all right? Getting in and out of Foxborough is a nightmare.
Hey,
it's a little town.
You should try to take a commercial vehicle down through there.
It's a little town, though, Foxborough.
Oh.
It's not really equipped to handle the traffic.
Yeah, they got the 1A there.
Yeah, but it's really not equipped for the traffic it gets on a football game.
Well, I guess this next question would be for Paul and Dave. You guys seem like you guys do the most traveling. Out of all the cities you've been to, what city would you guys consider to be the most worst traffic? You know what I mean?
Oh, Atlanta.
What do you think, Dave? Boston.
I would say L.A., Atlanta, L.A., Atlanta, Boston, Chicago.
I've never been through L.A., but I see it on TV, boy. You're nothing but bumper to bumper.
D.C. The fucking traffic in D.C.
I have been to D.C. I've been there.
Drive through it at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're still stuck in traffic.
Oh,
yes,
you're kidding.
People are awake all night. It's like they say New York is the city that never sleeps, or Vegas.
Vegas.
D.C. is the same way. People are awake all night.
That way, man?
Because the Beltway, you have people that are government workers and all that stuff, and the traffic never ends. A shift is always ending, and that's the worst.
If you don't get on a bus, you got to do a lot of walking, brother, in D.C. if you don't take one of them buses.
Yeah, do you know what the best thing to do is in D.C.? Uber.
Probably.
It's awesome. Yep.
Uber?
Uber.
Sorry, let me pronounce my R.
Hey, you talking
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Don't take the car and park it in the
Right there it comes. I did set myself up for that
you
one.
did.
Yeah, get over there.
Oh, you guys from New England you guys from the East, you guys kill me. You guys from the East kill me, though. I love the accent. I've told you that before.
Christ.
Yeah.
But, hey, did you guys hear about this couple who went to the Dominican Republic for a vacation, and it turned out to be a medical nightmare? I mean, this couple, they went down there, and it's a paradise, right? But they contracted these parasitic worms in their feet, so they're warning everybody now to start wearing shoes when you start visiting these kind of places.
I don't have
Parasitic
anything
worms.
to worry about it. I'll never be going to the Dominican Republic or leaving the United States for that matter. So
I don't
you
think
can
I
get
will
worms
either.
right here, man.
But parasitic worms in your
don't
feet,
need to go
guys? Come
there.
on.
yeah. If I want to see palm trees and stuff and feel like I'm in the Caribbean, I'll go to Key West.
There you go.
Or down the Keys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
It
told
looks
you guys.
just like it.
Hey, there's somewhere there's a parasite that if you piss in the water, it swims.
Yeah,
That's
swims
a
up.
fish,
Swims
man.
up your dick, man.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine that, no.
I feel like
It's
get
in South
that out.
America somewhere.
Yeah. Oh boy, did I
Yeah.
lose
The
my
Amazon.
mind.
I can see Paul getting something swimming up his thing, man. I can just picture it now.
I would be like, I don't care what you have to do. Pour fucking acid down my throat. Get that out of me.
Hey, there's a little fish that does that, and what makes it so painful is the back fin when you pull it out.
Yeah.
It'd be like a catfish.
like a kibby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a catfish swimming up your little pee hole there. That would hurt. You know how they got that? You know how they got that back fin that sticks back, backwards?
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's like kibbies up here. They have the fin that goes backwards when you try to.
Or
and they can hurt.
With those gills. Gills are sharp, you guys. Those fins are. Gills, fins, whatever you want to call them.
Cartilage.
Yeah. I mean, ain't that what killed Steve Irwin? Is like that spur on
It was a stingray.
Yeah. Stingray guy.
But
he pulled it out. That's what done him in when he pulled it out.
Yeah,
that was
stabbed him in the
too.
heart. It stabbed it in the heart.
Oh, was it poisonous?
Left that in there.
They're also poisonous.
I didn't know that, but that's terrible. I like Steve Irwin, you guys.
Yeah, but not enough to kill. That's why they're saying
not enough to kill, but it will stun you.
Yeah, it will stun you.
Man, he put himself in danger all the time. No, he did it to himself. He shouldn't have been messing with them.
There's been several of them guys like him die from snake bites and different things.
I seen an interview with him one time. He said the place he felt the least comfortable was in the ocean. He said, if anything ever goes bad for me, it'll happen in the ocean.
Is that right?
I swear to God, there's an interview out of him saying that.
Well, it's a wonder one of them big gators didn't snap his head off, man. You guys?
Yeah, I know.
His wife's from Oregon, you know that?
Yes, she's an American.
He wasn't a very tall person.
No, but his kids
jumping them crocs.
Him, man. And they picked up right where he left off.
He was a good man, you guys.
Yeah, them Aussies are tough, man.
Yeah,
they're really tough dudes.
Yeah, they are.
I like
everything there's poisonous, man. You
That's
know, when you
gotta live exactly, Les. Everything in Australia has the potential to kill you.
Yeah.
Ooh, they even got it's funnel web spiders. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Snakes.
Well, they got 8 out of the 10 most deadliest snakes in the world. 8 of them is in Australia.
I know the brown snake's one of them.
Yeah.
And we got what? We got rattlesnakes and some cotton moths.
I'm glad.
For the most part, around here, up in the north, it's nothing poisonous.
I don't think New England doesn't have poisonous snakes, do they?
No.
We do, don't we, Dave? Or Les? We got rattlers here.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we don't have any cottonmouths.
We got rattlesnakes right here in Ohio, Jimmy and Paul.
Yeah, we got rattlesnakes.
Did not know
rattlers.
Yeah. Yes. Timber rattlers, there are actually timber rattlers, but never, ever, ever hear of anyone getting bit or having an encounter with them.
Yeah. Occasionally you will around here.
Do you know what the most dangerous thing is in New England as far as animals go, wild animals?
Like dogs?
No, moose.
Moose?
Yeah, moose are dangerous, yeah.
There you go, Dave. Oh, they're fucking massive.
Yeah.
I almost died from one.
Jimmy almost got trampled.
Up in Maine there, we pulled over so I could take a piss, and it was like a little swamp land. So I go down to it, and the thing just come flying at me. This was at nighttime. I saw nothing. All I could see that his what are them things? The horns? Trying to get through a tree, and he couldn't. The trees were that close together. It's the only fucking thing that saved me.
Did you know what it was?
I ran back in that truck.
I seen him on the Kangamangas Highway going through the White Mountains, a mother and 2 babies. They were licking the salt off the road.
Right.
I'll tell you what freaked me out. If I was ever out in the woods and I seen something like Bigfoot. Do you guys believe in Bigfoot?
No.
Really?
Absolutely
you
not.
Don't believe in that. Come on.
No.
With all the evidence.
It's ridiculous. There's no evidence. Zero.
It better be bulletproof, son. I'll fill him full of holes.
Yeah, fuck that. That's right. If I see one, I'd put a bullet in it so quick I wouldn't know what happened.
Not to mention, we got satellites now that they look all over the earth, everywhere. You know what I mean?
You spend 30 years looking for something.
We found 2, a Russian and a Chinese and the North Korean boat there switching oil. And I got that from a satellite.
But
what is not one skeleton, not nothing.
Right. But you guys, what about these giant squids that they're reporting? That's washing up on the ocean, the beaches and stuff.
Well, we know them's real, but they come out of real super deep water.
Yeah, but they thought a lot of people thought they were fake.
Not explored.
Yes, they did think they were fake forever. They recently, not recently, but in the last 50, 60 years, they found the coelacanth. An ancient fish that was
not
thought to
for
be
anything.
extinct for 75 million years.
We did the same thing when back in the 50s, 40s. I don't know how far back you want to go, but we used to dump our shit out in the ocean in barrels. For all we know, they're finally rotting and opening up, and we're getting all this fucking crazy shit coming out.
Mutants, you mean?
We're gonna make a Godzilla, man. We're gonna end up with a Godzilla, you know.
Bigfoot's like a payphone, man. You can't find either one of them.
That's right. Yeah.
I was in a payphone at a rest stop area in Pennsylvania. I thought I was in a freaking museum.
You guys, I posted an ad today. I'm looking for a good Democrat. I think I've worded it
Ain't
wrong.
no such thing.
There is no such
good
thing.
luck.
I'm trying to find a Democrat to come on our show, but I can't find one.
Well,
you don't know for nothing. Why would they?
You got to invite two, so they'll feel comfortable.
Right, you can't have one.
You can't just have one.
They feel ganged up on, and I won't blame them for that.
You and a friend.
Well, I can't find any.
We
Tell
can
him
give
to bring
him
his boyfriend.
We can give him the phone a friend option.
Phone a friend.
like who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah, phone a friend.
I'm going to have to pay one, I guess, to come on my show. I'm going to have to pay one. I mean, I
go on Craigslist and say that.
I
willing to pay a Democrat and watch what shows up at your door.
That's what Soros does.
be wearing a wig, high heels.
Come
on, the clock
shadow. Beating your door down.
You guys, please help me find a Democrat. Poor old Don's
Who the
looking
hell
for a
is breathing
Democrat.
into the mic?
I think Dave, you ain't masturbating, are you?
Somebody's breathing into the mic real hard.
Oh, man.
Kind of creeping me out a little.
Not me. Not me.
Ain't me, boys.
We're
don't
not
breathe
close
heavy.
enough for it to happen.
I did hear it, though, you guys. I heard
That's
somebody
just
breathing.
like my garage window got busted. Neither one of my boys would own up to it. 15 years later, my youngest son comes up to me, Dad, I got to tell you something. I'm like, what's that, son? I busted the garage window.
I would have been, oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say you got your girlfriend pregnant.
Oh, man.
Then I still would have yelled at him for it. Son of a bitch, 15 years. I was sitting there wondering, 15 goddamn years. I would have been cool with it if you just told me in the beginning. Now you're in deep shit.
Yeah, I should have whipped him anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Remind me not to talk to you.
Oh, man.
Parenting 101, Jimmy.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man.
That's how it's done.
I'll say if anything goes wrong in his life, that's where I failed him right there. That's where it all went wrong.
You see it right in the police report. That's where it went bad.
Oh, man. Yeah, see, me and him will go on Dr. Phil's show.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Doc, I failed him right there is where I failed him. I should have tore his hind end up.
Should have busted his ass.
Oh, man.
You know what I used to always hate is when they would say, son, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. And you just look at them like, no, it's not.
No, it ain't.
It fucking hurts.
Yeah. How about I get to slap you with the belt next? And I get to say that to you. Oh, boy, it's really going to hurt you more than it hurts me.
I never was grounded, though, man. I would take the whipping every time. Yeah, I never would. I couldn't stand to be hemmed up in my bedroom. I'm like, come on, just beat me and get it over with.
My parents weren't really hitters. I mean,
I had to pick my own switch. My mom would
Yeah.
make me pick my own switch.
Oh, no way. Is that true? Did she really make you pick it
I
out?
had to do it too. Yeah, you go
Oh, my God.
and then you go out and you pick a little bitty one, and she'd come back and she'd, oh, no, you go back out and bring the fucking tree back in.
Oh, Jesus
Don't never
Christ.
do that. You learn that the first time you bring back the wrong kind of switch.
Do you remember?
You only do that once.
Isn't that how Ted Bundy was created?
But you guys, I remember my mom used to strip the leaves off of them. You guys remember that? She stripped the leaves off.
So she'd take her time.
Oh, yeah, you had to watch.
One at a time.
And especially if you had shorts on. If you had shorts on, oh, Lord.
This is great.
It would tingle your legs, man. That would hurt, brother.
No, then you know what they do? They'd sit there and they'd wave it in the air and make that whooshing sound.
Yeah.
My mother and father were in their late 50s, early 60s when they were smacking me around. All I had to do was crawl under the table. They couldn't get me.
Mine would kick me if I went underneath the table. They'd be like, get your little ass out from underneath the table.
That's what Dad would come
So
in.
my mother would be winded, and and it would have to be really something bad if my old man starts smacking me with the belt.
Oh, man.
So you never got a switch, Jimmy or Paul? You guys never got switched?
Oh, no, I got the belt a few times.
I got the backhand from my mother all the time. She'd just out of nowhere, whack!
Bam!
You know what I mean?
We
moved out of the house. We were married, and we used to go walk by her, and she would move quick, and all of us would just turn around and fucking duck.
Your mom was into the preemptive smack.
Yeah. Because she'd always catch you off guard.
She knew you were going to fuck up, so she hit you first.
Hit you ahead of time.
That's for the next one.
Yeah, that's for the next one. She said that before.
Because it's coming.
I see my grandma grab my uncle by the hand, son, and just go around circles with him in the yard, with wearing his legs out with a switch. Son, his knees hit his forehead, boy. He's screaming bloody murder. Yeah, that's country boy whipping, son, what we got. Yeah.
My dad was more into the fear factor. He had the big giant eyes like Perry Mason. Kind of looked a little like Perry Mason. And he would just pull me in and he would explain it to me slowly.
Just looking at you.
And just watch my knees start to buckle.
Oh, man.
Paul, you're killing me, man. Stop.
That's how he was. It was great. I only got five times in my whole life.
I think I'd take that over the switch, though, man.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely far more humane. But you understood when it was over. You understood what you did and what the consequences would be if it happened again.
Yeah, we did too. All we had to do was look at our legs. That was you'd wear them whippings for a while.
Oh, yeah. And then I made the mistake one time of bringing one in from a rose bush that had some thorns in it.
Oh!
She ain't de-thorning it either. She just wearing that shit out like, what? I'm like, oh!
What's the next step? She just wraps poison ivy around it and beats you with it?
That backfired on you, didn't it? Oh, man.
I'm just glad my dad didn't own horses and have a horsewhip, you guys. I'm just glad there was no horsewhips involved. I didn't get a belt. It was always a switch, so there you go.
I got the belt.
I got the belt and the backhand from my mother.
My dad never whipped us much. My mom wouldn't let him. He was he's about 5'11", 5'10", but he was built. He used to be he was a Marine and he was muscled up and everything. Mom was afraid he'd kill us.
Right, he didn't know his own strength.
He didn't. He didn't, man. He was cock strong as all get out. But I tell you what, Mom
was he a good dad though?
Covered. Yes, he was a great dad.
Yeah, good.
He was a great dad. But now when he was mad, brother, you just Katie barred the doors. He was like a bull in a china shop when he finally blew.
Yeah. My dad the same way. When my dad had a hair across his ass, we just all go find something to do.
Yeah.
Go find something to do.
Yeah, but he was a great father and he was a great man, yeah.
Hey guys, I tell you something.
My dad too.
My dad's name was Allison. He was a tough SOB.
Oh, with that name, you bet your ass he had to be. Yeah. I knew a dude named Adrian. He played semi-pro hockey. Up his fucking nails. I was like, with a name like Adrian, I can understand that. He's like, you're damn right.
I remember Adrian Adonis on wrestling. I don't know if you guys remember him.
That. Yeah, he went queer.
Yeah. Adrian Adonis.
With a name like Adrian? Are we really surprised?
Pretty boy Floyd.
He was just too sexy for a shirt.
I wonder what sex he identified as.
Who knows anymore with this gender thing going on? Nobody knows what
man.
sex they
Oh,
are.
no shit.
It is retarded.
Well, I know what sex I am.
Oh, me
Me
too.
too, yeah.
Hey, like we may just open up your pants and look down, right?
Take a look.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
You don't have to get chromosome tested. Just look down.
Yeah. It's a penis. I'm gonna go with guy. I'm gonna write that down, guy. I'm gonna write it on my hand, so when somebody asks me, I won't forget.
We can thank Bruce Caitlyn Jenner for this crap, guys. He started that crap.
God, this fucking the Family Guy did a thing on that from I don't know, like 10 years ago or something like that.
Peter. I don't mean that. I like
No,
Peter.
but they did
Peter.
about him being a transvestite.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So
Peter
they
on
knew.
Family Guy.
Yeah, old Bruce Jenner went from Wheaties to daggone tampons box, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, but you know what? That's what he forgot to tell all those guys, though, man. It was definitely easier to dig a hole than build a pole. So all them girls wanting to be guys, man. That's a process.
Oh,
You think
Lord.
steroids played a part in him wanting to be a woman?
Nah,
I think
them girls too much.
No, I think the fact that he's a media whore, he just wants a camera on him for whatever reason.
That's probably
He'll do whatever it takes.
That's
he
probably
lived-
true.
Well, he was with
ahead,
the
Dave.
Kardashians. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Right, but when him and his wife separated, right, he knew the camera wasn't going to be on him no more. And I'm sure he always liked women's clothing and stuff, but he decided to go full fucking tilt because he's an attention whore.
And it got him attention too, didn't it? It sure
Goddamn
got him
right, it
attention.
worked like
did.
a charm.
It like you. I think Dave said one time. Sometimes bad
Like I
press
said,
is
if they
good
were
press.
serious about it, they'd chop it off.
Yeah, there you go. Get rid of it.
Hey, speaking of that stuff, what happened to all these guys, not to go political, but what happened to all these college kids that's supposed to cut their junk off if Trump got elected?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't heard of
You
a
know,
single
is that
fucking
where they
penis
come
being
from?
cut off yet.
I've
tell
never
you what
heard the
happened.
story.
Oh, no, yeah, a bunch of college kids were saying, no, if the wall gets built, they're
Yeah.
going to cut their junk off.
Well, you
Wall
know what's
hasn't been
gonna-
built
you know
yet,
what's-
but-
You know what's going to happen? They're going to look down at their shit that's going to be hanging down there and they're going to be like,
Yeah, I
can't
know.
do it.
Who am I going to satisfy?
No, what's probably going to
I
happen
couldn't
is
do
they're
it.
going to bleed to death.
Well,
I'll
yeah.
sharpen the knife for him. I can sharpen the knife for him.
Fuck that.
Hey,
Give him a fucking dull, rusty one.
Yeah.
Go at it,
Yeah.
you fucking
Hey, you
retard.
remember Hellbop Comet? You remember that? We
Yes.
found them in that house.
In the house, all
Yeah.
wearing the Nike shoes.
Yeah,
Yes,
red
yes.
tennis shoes, and they'd cut each other's balls off.
Yeah?
I've been
The-
waiting on Hellbop Comet to pick them up.
Oh, God, that was beautiful. When I
Oh,
could
man.
not stop laughing.
Ooh,
You
Lord.
guys-
When the details started coming out about that, I could not stop
Oh,
laughing.
my God. I mean, you know.
How stupid do you have to be?
Yeah.
We're gonna catch the comet. We're gonna catch a
Oh,
ride.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going back into space.
Whatever kind of drugs they's on, you guys stay away from them, okay?
Did you
yeah.
ever see the guy that ran that church? What was his name?
I can't remember.
He's a weird looking guy though. He was
Apple Weiss
weird.
or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That Heaven's Gate dude.
Heaven's Gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Why
had
would
the
you
bald
follow
head
somebody like that? I don't
because
get
he
it,
had a
man.
nice, calm voice.
I think
I
he
He
was. I
really
think
did.
they cut their junk off, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they catch
Yeah,
I didn't
they
hear
did.
about that. I
They
didn't hear
didn't
about
cut.
that.
They didn't cut their dicks off.
They
They
cut
No.
cut
their
their
balls
balls
off.
off.
those
One-
eunuchs.
One
But I'm
question,
too
you guys.
attached to my shit to cutting
Or-
something off.
Yeah,
Now,
I wouldn't
that-
even
that
want to get
Heaven's
rid of one
Gate.
if it had cancer.
Was it all men
No.
there in Heaven's Gate, or was there any girls?
Yeah, it's all
No,
men.
there was women too. No,
Was
it
it
wasn't.
women? I thought they was
But
all
they
men.
would cut their hair and they'd get that fucking Spock hairdo. So they had that. So they had that androgynous look to them.
They was ready.
Yeah,
Live
not
long
like the
and prosper.
flamboyant androgynous look like David Bowie. Like the
Yeah,
plain
yeah.
androgynous look.
I tell you, it's hard. You know, the things people convince themselves, of is just, man, it blows me away. That's some of the things people believe.
I'm all for it. I say let them people kill themselves.
I mean, yeah,
There's less
I'm
dumb
not gonna
people.
stop them if you want to do that.
That's the natural dumbass selection weeding itself out right there.
It's
Yeah,
Darwinism at its best.
You know. But,
What? If you see a bottle of poison and it says poison, that don't mean eat it. So you know what I mean. So yeah, let them kill themselves. That's the way I look at it.
Hey, that's about like these idiots eating Tide Pods.
I was fixing to say that, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there you
what's
go.
going on with that? You guys tell me. I've been hearing about these Tide things. What's going on with this?
It's just stupid.
They
Kids are
want to go
just dumb.
viral, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
They
Well,
think
what
This
is
is what they're
They think-
blowing up
Yeah,
now.
they think that fucking they think they're like Wile E. Coyote. You know,
I never-
they'll fall off a cliff, and the next scene they're back,
Yeah.
and they're fine.
Yeah.
I never thought about eating my mom's dishwashing soap when I was a kid, though.
No, I think my mother tried shoving some in my mouth when I was talking.
Well, yeah, there you go. Well, Donnie, you might want to take it up.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
The doctor, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, my wife just said that kids are getting high off this thing called Imodium AD now. I've never heard of that one.
It's a cough syrup.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cough syrup.
It's a cough
right?
syrup. Yeah.
Well, they got a pill too. It
What
keeps
is
you
it?
from going shit. It fixes your diarrhea.
Anti-diarrhea. Yeah, that's what they said. How's they getting high off of it? What's in there getting them high, though?
They're
don't know.
comparing that. They're comparing that high if they take so many of them to heroin.
Really?
Oh, really?
boy.
Oh, Jimmy, we gotta do a
So
show
it
with you
makes
on
you
Imodium AD.
Yeah, I know. So what, to make you sleep?
Apparently, you got to take a shit ton of them. But the thing is, if you take that many, you ain't gonna shit for a month.
I don't
Oh
like
my
to be
God!
constipated.
It'd be like
I hate
eating
it.
government cheese.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the next time I got no water, I'll take them.
No, Paul, you just had to say the government cheese.
Government
Yes, I
cheese.
remember getting constipated eating government cheese.
Oh my God, that'll back you
Yeah.
up like nothing on earth.
I used to like that cheese. They make great, what do you call them when you heat them up with the sandwich?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
Yeah.
You guys,
You forgot the name of grilled cheese.
he's drinking vodka, but you guys,
I'm having blackouts already.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I'm not going to remember none of this tomorrow. You know
you
that.
better. But anyway, to me, you guys, when a man gets backed up, I think that's the closest that a man's going to come to having a baby. I mean, you guys, I'm telling you, I've been on the toilet before.
Hey,
I've been on the toilet and screamed before, you guys. I have seen.
man.
You ain't never passed the kidney stone then.
No, I haven't.
I ain't never had one of them.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
I got a pee.
Let me-
boys.
I've got hard rock hemorrhoids.
Oh, I've heard of people that had to pass stones, and they were like, "Oh my God, you can't understand the pain."
Oh, I
So
passed
I've been-
one. I thought I was gonna die.
Do they knock you out?
No, it didn't knock me out. I wanted to be knocked out.
That's
It
what I
didn't.
mean. Don't you go to the hospital and they put you out?
Well, I went to the hospital and they give you stuff to break it up. Well, apparently it broke it up, but the part that broke up was just big enough to work its way through all the way to the end. And you talk about some pain. Holy
I'd have made him put me to
shit.
sleep, Dave. I'd have made him put me to sleep.
Oh yeah, permanently.
Oh.
Just put me to sleep.
Hey,
Now
Jimmy,
that's when you should get OxyContin because you're only going to do it once. You know what I mean? You're not going to do it again.
see, Dave's never done any drugs, so if they give him something like one pill, it would probably make Dave high as a kite, you know?
Oh, you'd knock him out for 2 days, but he'd wake up refreshed and he'd never have to take another pill again.
You're
You're
right.
completely addicted.
No, he would be addicted. Like I said, he'd only have to take one.
That's a good thing about being like Dave that's never
Next thing
done
you know,
anything.
Dave's selling himself down on fucking Broadway.
I could never picture that, but it would be funny. I mean, I couldn't picture it, but it would be funny.
Any
to
O's,
think about.
anybody? Anybody? Any O's? O's? Any
Yeah,
O's?
any oxys? Any oxys?
One time's all it takes, ain't it, you guys? Just one time.
Don't
You know,
know
like-
never did
It
an
don't.
oxy.
Like I said, I snorted it, and I puked, and I said, "This is what I'm missing."
Yeah, done.
Kid's father-in-law came over, ex-police chief of what's the place in there? And it's in Mass, but it's up by Hampton.
Oh, Salisbury.
Salisbury. He was the chief of police in Salisbury, an ex-chief of police. He'd come in, and I'm high on the heroin, and he's trying to talk, and my head's just falling over, and I'm falling asleep. I could not stay awake.
That's why I say strictly cocaine, man.
So I must have looked, and he knew what the hell it was all about. He'd seen his daughter on it. That's why he was there, because these two had broken up because they're both on heroin.
Well, you guys, Paul,
Does
you and Jimmy.
anyone want to fucking high like that?
I couldn't understand it. I was just fighting to stay awake, and that was my high.
Well,
It made no sense.
well, how do you and Paul, you and Jimmy, one of you seems like you like the uppers, and one of you likes to be down. I mean, what do you like? I mean, is that true, Jimmy? I mean, would you rather be down or up?
Oh, no, I would definitely rather do it. I mean, given the choice, not that I used to do coke. I haven't done coke in a decade. But given the choice, I'd definitely take the coke over anything that what makes me want to fucking just fall asleep.
What about you, Jimmy? Would you rather be more on the
It
downside or the
depends.
upside?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Quaalude.
Wait, that's an old 70s, man. Jimmy, you were
Quaalude, I know, no shit. Well, you listening to the Cheech and Chong album?
No, that's what I used to think back then. I remember I passed out on the wall in North Movement for 3 days. The cops kept saying, "What was he here from last night?" He goes, "No, he's working hard. He's really tired. Leave him alone. Let him sleep."
What is today's version of a Quaalude? What is today's version of a Quaalude?
I have no idea. I would assume like a Xanax or something.
Xanax?
Yeah.
What's that?
Today's version of the lewd.
Oh no, it's Xanax.
Okay, but
Because
you
when
never
take
hear
it,
that.
it's absolutely nothing.
Why do they change the name of stuff for, though? You guys, they're
Quaalude's
always
a barbiturate.
changing stuff.
Xanax
Well,
isn't.
the
Benzo.
FDA cracked down on the Quaaludes because they just got to be so many of them out in the streets, and it
Well,
was
the
easy.
truckers.
Well, they was easy to counterfeit. And,
The truckers used to take a lot of speed, too, Les, back in the old days
Well,
of
they-
70s.
Black
maybe.
Beauties, yeah.
you know, Black
Yep.
Beauty.
Well, you know, and then in the 90s, it was that pseudoephedrine. The truck drivers loved taking those mini thins over the
Yeah,
counter.
those little mini crosses, whiite little
Mhm.
crosses.
the white
yes.
crosses, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had your robin eggs, your I forget
Jesus
what you
Christ.
call them. They was it make your scalp crawl, man. You know, it's speed. What was
Adipex,
Matt-
Adipex.
Adipex,
Oh.
yeah.
Specklebirds.
Specklebirds, yeah. I mean,
Jimmy, how long?
These guys
How
got more
long?
Oh,
drugs down
Jesus
there
Christ,
than we
these
do.
two sound like a fucking regular druggy pharmacist.
No. You guys,
I
how long?
told
How long is this show for tonight? It's 9:14. Did you say we go along? We go
We
over.
go
this
on.
bit?
We
We
go
can go 2 hours
Yeah,
if you want.
we got 2 hours if we want it.
If you guys want to still keep talking, it's up to you,
I don't
man.
care. That's up to you.
see,
I'm
Paul,
having fun.
that's what I always told you, Paul. You know, I mean, I've been on both sides of the fence, brother. So, I can relate to you guys. I used to do that stuff, but it was killing me, boys. And I say, I thank God the Lord come along, and I got away from it, and I'm glad. I probably wouldn't be alive today, fellas, because you talk about all in. When it come to drugs and alcohol, I got drunk one day. For 15 years, I was drunk. I
I got drunk and woke up 15 years later.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Rip Van Winkle over here.
That's basically what happened. I was one of the biggest drug dealers in this part of the county. I wasn't, I mean, I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
But didn't you have some, when it's all said and done, sure, there's some crappy times on the drugs that you did when you were younger,
Yeah.
but you gotta admit, you really had some good times,
Yeah,
too,
there were a
right?
lot of memories.
A lot of,
Exactly.
yeah.
Right.
Especially in high school.
Some of my fondest memories, I was fucked up big time on acid or coke or something like that.
Going to
It's
some
fun.
concert or another.
Yeah.
I seen Led Zeppelin on Purple Sunshine.
Just sitting there with 4 or 5 of your friends, laughing
It's
so
fun
hard
for
your
a while,
stomach
yeah.
hurt.
Yeah,
Orange
there's
Sunshine. I'm
fun
sorry.
for a while in it, boys. But
Purple Haze.
I become a slave to it.
But that's the thing. That's something for your youth. You get it out of your system while you're young,
Right.
and you got great memories. And then you go on to be whoever you are at the end.
Like
Did
I
you
said, I haven't
find that
done
thing
mushrooms since 1994. Was that when that Woodstock was 94?
I haven't tripped in 20-something years.
I did it for 2 days straight. It was the Woodstock. We stayed up the whole 2 days.
Seriously, it was fun.
Yeah,
It was fun. You're with your friends, having a blast. You got
We did have
you
a
got
blast.
no care in the world.
Yeah, but the only reason I drank and done drugs was for that reason. When I And Jimmy talked about blacking out. Most of that, Jimmy, I don't remember because when I would drink, I used to drive around, man, and I had this little souped-up 69 Barracuda I built up, and it's one that didn't get killed in that thing, man.
It had the fastback, right?
No, it was a squareback.
Oh, okay.
Sedan, yeah. It's 69 and 4-speed. I mean, I'm a mechanic by trade, and that was a hot little car, but I drove around, and I'd done this for years. I would drive around, man, just outrunning with my buddies with the fifth of liquor between my legs and drinking it like water and doing all them drugs. I mean...
How many driving unders you got?
How many what?
Driving unders.
I have no DWIs or DUIs.
No way.
I swear I'm telling you the truth.
Wow. Good for you.
I left a Black Sabbath concert, and I was driving my little Barracuda. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Was Ozzy singing with them then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Up in Dayton, Ohio. This has been 30 years ago. And I was driving home. There was 5 of us in this little Barracuda, and we was smoking on the way back, and we was all drunk. And this is the honest truth. A Dayton cop pulled me over right before I got out of the city limits. And I had a fictitious tag on the car. It was off of another Plymouth.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it was off of another Plymouth. So I just looked at him. I said, boys, we're going to jail. I knew we was going to jail. So we rolled the windows down, the pot smoke just rolled out. So this...
Somebody playing with Legos?
I'm sorry, Les. I'm looking for some anti-diarrhea medicine in my drawer here.
You gotta take more than 2.
I'm gonna see what this is all about. You guys hear that?
By the time you get back, I'll have this story finished. But this big old cop, and he was like 6 foot everything, man, and he kept getting out of that cruiser, and I just knew he was going to jail. Yeah. He walks up to the car and asked me for my license and all that, so I'm just freaking. And he looked at me and said, son, he said, do you know that you're doing 25 mile an hour on I-75? I swear. And I told him, I said, sir, I said, I'm drunk as a dog. We're all drunk. And I'm just trying to get home without killing everybody. I'm telling you the truth, boys. And he let me go.
Oh,
nice shit, huh? That was a nice one there.
Merry Christmas.
I like that one.
He said, well, let me tell you something. He said, you have to drive 45 miles an hour.
45 miles an hour?
Yep.
I said, yes, sir.
You guys talking about a DUI less in Florida. There's a lady in Polk County got a DUI for riding a friggin' horse down the highway intoxicated.
Yeah, bicycle. They
on
got
a horse.
Franklin got one on a bicycle.
Well, George Jones got one for being on a riding lawnmower, didn't he?
Well, yeah, but this is a damn animal. It ain't nothing mechanical.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like the horse is going to run into a tree and explode.
No, the horse takes you home. That's why we would do it.
It's not like you can steer it into a tree or a car.
Yeah,
it'll go away.
I don't know how they got away with that one.
We had a buggy with the horse.
I said the horse is sober.
And the guy's uncle was running for mayor, so what we would do was go around the buggy and putting stuff in the people's mailboxes, and we were getting shit-faced while we were doing this. At the end of the night, all we'd do is we both fucking fell asleep, and the horse would take us up to his house automatically. He knew the way, and he'd take us there.
Yeah, that's true. They got a good sense of direction.
Yeah. Well, at least somebody
was a long day.
They charged you with DUI and animal neglect for endangering the horse because she was drunk.
Hey, he's the one that's walking, not me. He's endangering himself.
Hey, you guys,
man.
I found some Pepto-Bismol. Will that work?
Right, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
give it a shot.
Yeah.
Have some cheese with it.
Well, they said you... I did. I found a whole bottle of Pepto. I found a whole bottle of Pepto-Bismol.
You got a shotgun to Pepto.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'm going to drink the whole bottle and see if I get high on it.
I
Do
don't
it.
know there.
Do it. Do it.
I just
Wash
don't
it
know
down
what
with
to
the
do.
Tide Pod.
Then I'll just start. Well, my cord's not long enough. I'd have to disconnect to go in the laundry room, but yeah, I'll go in and see if I got some Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Oh man, could you just imagine what that would sound like on the toilet?
Oh,
It'd be like,
God.
and then you'd hear the bubble pop.
Oh, man.
You guys, listen. I'm not trying to be sick or anything, but I've been so constipated, and it's embarrassing. I've had to go to the hospital to get one of their enemas, and it's embarrassing, you guys. And
Why don't you just do a home animal?
Yeah, why don't you do a home animal?
I've tried. They don't work when you get so bad. They don't
How
work.
long wouldn't handle
You're not doing it right, dog.
No.
You're not trying hard.
Yeah, exactly.
They get like a half a gallon.
Just get a garden hose. You get a garden hose and some soapy water. Just shove
Run
that
right
sucker in
there.
there real deep.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
listen.
I'm sure you can find somebody on Craigslist to help you out with that.
But here's
That's how I got my kid, Craigslist.
you guys. It is
Yeah, you got
embarrassing.
robbed.
It's embarrassing. Seriously, you guys. The last time I went, the room they put me in, there was no restroom, so they brought in one of these little porta things, one of these little toilets that you sit on.
Oh no!
And they
Are
gave me
you
like
serious?
yeah, and they put like a half a gallon of warm, lukey,
Who the fuck was
sudsy
this,
water in it.
Cuba?
No, it's just right here in Franklin. Yeah, they give me this enema. It's like a half a gallon of warm, sudsy water. So I'm sitting there,
You didn't
and
drink it, did you?
no, they
No,
put
they
it up.
put it in your
They put it up your butt, and listen, there's no restroom. Okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm going, and I fill this whole bucket up, and I get on the phone and I call this nurse. 10 minutes later, I said, "Hey, listen, can you get in here and get this out of here? I drained the swamp. I drained the swamp. It's killing me in here. Get it out of here." I was embarrassed, you guys. It's embarrassing to have these good-looking nurses come in and look at your crap. I mean, it's embarrassing, you guys.
I had to go for colonoscopy one time. You go for a colonoscopy, they make you drink this shit called Go Lightly.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yes.
I don't know why they call it that, because you don't go lightly. Well, apparently I was more full of shit than I thought, because that didn't clean it out enough. So this nurse comes in wheeling this little pole, right?
Right?
And it's got this holes on it that looks like it's the size of a friggin', 3 foot wide. I'm like, that's too big for an IV.
You're going to
She
blast
smiles.
it out.
She said, "Honey, that ain't no IV."
Oh no!
You gotta bend. She said, "Roll over," and I'm like, "What? You want to put that hose up my ass?" And she said, "It's where it's got to go."
Is this true, Dave?
Yeah, it's true. So
Well-
she put that thing in there, and she's like, squeeze your cheeks together and try to hold it.
Oh,
And
God.
she's pushing this IV and that shit. You can't hold it. You're leaving a trail. You're leaving a trail to the bathroom, buddy.
What kind of mind
no.
have to dream up these things that it do to people?
Would you guys?
Yeah, it's like something out of a Vincent Price movie.
Yeah.
Well, what is the difference? What is the difference between getting an enema and getting a colon cleansing? What's the difference? Is there a difference?
I don't have no idea. I don't have a colon.
Well, I can tell you
couldn't
probably the size of the
I'm
hose they
enjoying
use.
it though.
Is it the size?
Yeah.
The size of the hose, but I tell you, they do pump a lot of water into you guys.
He's about 6 foot. He's a big one.
Oh man, it's torture out here.
I would insist that it be Perrier.
Perrier water. Oh, you're talking that expensive water. Yeah, Perrier water.
Right. If I'm paying like $3,000 to get an enema,
Oh, yeah.
I want the best water you can get.
Paul, I can't stand that
Flavored
stuff.
water so you can taste it.
Boss
No.
water.
Yeah, well, it's because it's carbonated, and I'm freaky like that.
Much in there. Let me know when you can taste it.
Paul, I can't stand Perrier water.
What do they
I'm
call
so
that?
sorry.
Mineral water when it's carbonated?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they
I
shake
had,
you up.
when I was in Colombia, it was coming out of the ground, and I took a drink from it, and it was carbonated water.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
Out of the
limestone.
ground?
Yeah, because it's
I don't
limestone.
know what
it's
it
called
was,
limestone.
but everybody it was a tour, you know what I mean? And they let you drink out of it.
Yeah, because it's limestone. If you put water through limestone, you get carbonated water.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
I didn't either.
how educational this show is.
Yeah, I know.
Learn so much.
Yeah, I'm like Bill Nye the Science Guy without the gigantic Adam's apple.
Oh, you're killing me tonight,
We thrown
Paul.
everything.
Paul has all the chemical aspects down to a T.
Yes.
Paul's like a mad
quit school
scientist, man.
I quit school in 9th grade, but I've got like an organic fucking chemist.
Yeah, you're still a chemist.
Yeah.
You're like the anti-Bill Nye. The anti-everything, guys.
Is that you, Val?
Paul, the unscience guy. Whoa, no, don't say that. She's not on here, is she?
That'll probably work. Let's give it a shot.
Hey, I listened to that show.
I'm moving my cursor to the X, guys.
Bill Nye.
I listened to that show. That girl, what was her name? Eva?
No, Val.
Oh, Val. I didn't think she
Jesus
skinned him up
Christ.
too bad. He got a 3
So, do you know what?
right there.
I didn't know if I should cry or laugh, but I was mostly laughing because it wasn't happening to me.
You stuck me. You guys left me. You guys bailed on me.
No, we didn't bail. We were just listening.
We deserted you so fast. It was
Yes, you did.
pathetic.
The Titanic was sinking, and you let me go down with it. You guys,
We jumped in the boat and we left.
Yeah, you was on the rafts over here laughing while I was sinking with the freaking Titanic that night.
That was a free mental diagnosis, and you didn't even have to lay down for it. Come on,
I
Don.
free diagnosis tonight here, though.
You know what he tried to do? He kept trying to tag us all in. Like, ain't that right, Dave? Ain't that right?
Yeah. And we ain't saying nothing.
No, nothing.
He'd go, right, guys, and all you'd hear is crickets chirping in the background.
I'm never going to forget that night. That was, I can't help it, you guys. I'm not making fun of the poor woman. I mean, she's probably a nice woman and everything.
She is. She's a really nice woman.
I didn't
She
ask
is,
for that,
and
though.
you got, like I said, you got the worst of her that night.
I
I don't know
for it,
why
though.
she was such a shitty mood.
No, I think she was trying to get revenge on me and Jimmy.
But why did she pick me? She should have said, "Hey, Paul, let me
Because you
tell you about
opened your
yourself."
mouth.
Because you tried to
You
engage
trying to be
her.
nice to her.
Yeah,
You responded. As soon as you did, I was like, oh shit, we're out.
Yeah,
You know what
I
she
figured
thought
that out
of,
real quick.
She thought you know what she was thinking? I got a live one here, boys.
That's exactly what she was thinking.
I've got a captive audience and I'm keeping it.
Oh, I couldn't put a word in, you guys. I couldn't get a word in.
It sounded like a hostage video.
And then you opened Pandora's box.
Yep. And got everything you deserved.
She set the hook on you, boy, and put you in a cooler.
I felt like I was on that movie, The Telephone.
Remember, you guys are live.
Well, yeah, but I felt like I was on that movie, The Telephone Booth. You know that movie called The Booth? I was stuck in this booth talking to this lady, and she was putting words in my mouth that I didn't say. I didn't say I was stupid. All I said is I wasn't sophisticated.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh, we'll give you credit. We'll give you credit. You both.
But by the end of the show, she had you believing it, though.
I went to bed a dumber person that night. I felt so stupid, and I took a bath. I took a bath because I felt dirty. I felt stupid.
You're in there with your ripped prom dress and your mascara running.
See, now I should have clips of her and you together, and I should be playing these as we're laughing. You know what I mean? I get none of them set up.
Do you know what we will do? We will play some of the clips.
I don't even know what show it was.
Oh, we'll find it.
It was 2 weeks ago. All aboard.
Jimmy, you left me flat.
No. Pot Talk. It was on your guys' show.
Yeah, it was on our show.
Yes.
Do you know what? To be fair to Val, we did kind of kidnap our shows a couple times, and we were dicks. And we did have it coming. But the good part is, we didn't have to pay any price. You
didn't pay the price. No, I did.
Donald, thanks for taking the hit, buddy.
Donald,
take the one for the team. I'll take the one for the team. Let's all give him an applause.
Yeah, there you go.
I owe you guys.
Golf clap.
The first one.
I owe you guys, though. I will get you back.
Know what to look for.
Believe me, if any package comes in the mail, I'll have the ATF take care of it.
Anything from Ohio, be watching for Paul.
Damn right I will.
Poor Donald's not been the same since.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Then I go to training, then Dave beats me up at training and slings me all over like a rag doll. This guy, I mean, I'm telling you guys, Dave Coots, I know he probably don't want me bragging on him on this show, but this guy, I'm 320 pounds. He slung me across the room here the other day like it was nothing, man.
You're 320?
I'm 320 pounds. I'm 6'2", and Dave's a lot shorter than me. And he slung me around, and I rolled. And I don't know how he did it, but and he'd been practicing for hours, and he was wore out. But he picked my fat ass up and sent me slinging across that room. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it.
Hang out on the shelf with that beating.
I don't believe you. You're gonna have to do it on video.
It was on video.
It is on video.
It is on video. You know the bad thing, Dave? The bad thing, I bet the crack of my butt was showing because them pants was...
What the hell's going on?
Oh, man.
Why's everyone going in and out?
I don't know. Hello.
I'm not hearing
Hello?
going in.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear nothing, Paul. Are you
I'm
sure you
hearing
ain't
something
taking no
going in and
Tide?
out.
No.
You didn't take any Tide, did you?
All right,
You didn't need a Tide, did you?
Tide butt. I don't even know what them things are. They're new to me. I've never heard of them. I've just seen them.
Tide pods, I wouldn't use them. They're like the dishwasher pods.
Why not?
They break open when the water gets a certain temperature.
I mean, what are they doing? Eat these things, or are they starting them up there
Yes.
or what?
They're eating them.
No, they eat them. Well, I don't know. Don't even say that because that'll be the next one.
They'll be shoving a
They'll
Tide
start
Pod up
shoving them
their
up their asses.
You know what?
Retards.
Yeah, enemas.
Nothing would surprise me anymore today, you guys. I am so
Hey.
desensitized.
The new Tide Pod challenge right there.
Yeah.
Well, somebody will insert one up their anus. You guys, I guarantee it.
Oh,
What do you
yeah,
mean,
well.
will?
Oh,
I'm
they
sure
will.
it's already happened.
You'd be surprised what people shove up their butts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watch them doctor
And
shows?
they're gonna do a vodka enema right up after the pod.
Oh,
Oh, my
Lord.
God. I
You
know
know
it's
what?
Grey Goose. You want something smooth.
Yeah, you want something smooth.
You guys, I bet you working in these ER rooms in some of these big cities, I bet it would be very interesting to just sit there and watch what happens, you know, some of these people coming in. I think it'd be a great...
Usually the
this
big
stuff.
cities got the the big problems.
Man, I've heard of women actually getting pop bottles stuck up in them and hot dogs breaking off up in them and have to go to the hospital. I know it sounds nasty, but why would a woman take a hot dog knowing it could break and insert it in herself? I mean,
I don't know. It doesn't sound
Maybe it
nasty
was-
to me. I like my hot dogs.
maybe
at
it wasn't
98
in her.
cents.
I mean, could you imagine going to the hospital telling the doctor, well, I've got a hot dog broke off up in me? I mean,
Hey, I had to go to the hospital, but I got a condom stuck up a crotch. Can you get it out? Next thing you know it, I got a 6-year-old.
Yeah, well,
Jimmy.
your gynecologist
See,
has to
condoms
wear a
don't always
hazmat
work, Jim.
suit, you know
No,
what
they
I'm
don't. What an asshole. I was just being a nice guy. Now I'm a dad.
There's only one way to be sure. You kill the woman after you have sex with her.
You guys,
Black
I'm
Widow.
Solved.
not trying to be dirty, but I've never found a condom big enough to fit me. They've always been too small. They've always been too
God.
Liar.
What are you from Texas?
I'm telling you the truth, guys. I'm being honest with
He's
you.
born in
Hey,
Texas.
Don,
Yeah,
I
everything's
wonder
bigger
what's
in
fit.
Texas. We got it.
Yep.
But I'm in Ohio. I'm in Ohio, okay?
Well, maybe you're supposed to have been born in Texas.
Maybe I should have been a Texan, yes.
Yeah.
They told
Or maybe
Donald.
a
They
lion.
told Donald to give her 12 inches and make it hurt, and he had to bone her 4 times and punch her in the mouth.
Yeah.
No, that
Twice.
was me.
You had to punch it twice to make it hurt.
Yeah, my wife's probably there listening to me right now.
Oh,
talking
God,
this
oh,
stuff.
God.
Yeah, what was you talking about? Oh, man.
How about all them affairs you've had, Donald?
Well, it wasn't politics.
We're on the air?
Yeah, I'm out of my element. When I'm not talking politics, I'm out of my element, man. She's going to kill me probably after the show.
I hope she ain't listening.
I hope
Sorry.
she is.
She's in there
This will
listening.
be
She's
great.
listening.
We'll have something to talk about next week.
She's listening, you guys.
When
Mike, come on here.
When he's doing his when he's doing the show from the hotel down the street.
I know mine's listening. She sent me a message and said, "Don't be a dumbass."
Well, Linda,
Too late.
Too late.
Mine just walked in, so I've just shut up altogether.
Well, come on, Les. Now let's talk about this incest some more.
Yeah.
What about bestiality? Where's that at?
Oh, we did that. We didn't talk. Paul done did that one about the turkey now.
Yeah, we already did that one. We already touched on bestiality.
I gotta hit the men's room.
Jimmy's gonna step out for a second.
Paul literally had us crying that night. You had us crying that night. Me anyway.
Nothing says human like fucking a turkey.
You just can't do the pig because it'll squeal on you.
That's right.
You'll get busted, man.
Why they got duct tape?
You silly man. Oh God! Hey, you guys. On a serious note, though, we was talking about actors earlier, and I don't mean to get all serious on you guys and bring us all. I don't want to bring us all down because we're having a good time.
Oh, you're gonna do it though.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because for some reason his name just popped up in my head. Robin Williams. Why did the guy kill himself? I mean, the guy had everything. I mean, did he have that many problems? But why take your life? The man was so funny.
Because he used comedy. He used comedy to hide his pain. That's why he was so funny.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Laugh
for his problems.
I mean, did you guys all like Robin Williams? Honestly.
Oh yeah.
I liked him. I liked him in the movies. I thought his stand-up sucked.
I liked him in Mork and Mindy. You guys remember that show?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Boulder,
Colorado.
His stand-up was horrendous. I never liked it.
Really?
Never liked his stand-up.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to stand-up, George Carlin's got them all beat in my book.
Well, he's so filthy though, man. You know.
But he was intelligent. He was intelligent though. He was so
Yeah. No, I agree. He was a smart guy, but obviously not smart enough to not kill himself.
Yeah.
I have a hard time sympathizing for somebody that kills himself.
I don't understand that, Paul. You know, I never.
Do you what? I don't care if you do. I don't know if it's a sin. I don't care if it's a sin or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here. Don't be here. Hold on.
That's Paul's wife calling him to tell him don't be a dumbass.
It's my turn. Hold on a second, guys. Hi, hon.
Hello,
oh, Lord, it is his wife. Oh, geez.
Yeah, it is his wife.
Well, we booked 2 hours. And
he's getting it. He's getting it.
He's got to get the bread and milk on the way.
I will. I promise.
Yeah,
bread and milk.
Jimmy, I got to ask you a question, man. I want to ask you a serious question.
What's that?
Would you ever consider dyeing your hair? Like that picture, I see your profile picture where you got the brown hair. Then I seen you had gray hair. Would you consider ever dyeing your hair like brown or black?
No.
Are you going?
What I did think of is, you know how women used to frost their hair and make it like blonde? I was thinking of frosting my hair, but making it black.
Like salt and pepper?
Like black reverse. Streaks.
Yeah, like
that would look awesome. You'd look like an evil scientist.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, I don't want like stripes.
It's like the skunk stripe right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't want that. I was just thinking black highlights.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about dyeing my hair. I'm worrying about my hair dying.
Yeah.
my hair dyed. My hair dyed in the early 20s. I went bald. I told you guys I went bald in my 20s, but. Jimmy, I was just so used to seeing that picture of you in your profile. Then I seen that picture of you and Paul together, and you had this gray hair and this big gray beard, and I'm like, that's not Jimmy.
Do you know
that's
what?
Not Jimmy.
Because Joe colored his hair in for the picture.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, really?
He photoshopped it.
He photoshopped your picture.
I gotta tell you, it wasn't that much of the photos. I was a little darker then. So that's only about 4 years old, that picture.
So you did have darker hair 4 years ago in that picture then?
Yeah, but I still had white hair.
But it was completely dark though in the picture, Jimmy.
Joe photoshopped it.
But you just look totally different, Jimmy. And now and 4 years ago, it's amazing, man. I'm not saying it as a bad thing.
I hit the wall.
You changed.
It sounds like a bad thing.
Yeah, it sure as shit did.
No. It's just
What the hell happened to you?
it's just something you changed in 4 years.
I didn't mean to call you an old ass now, but
No.
Did
Now,
you get
Paul-
on meth?
Paul is exactly what he sounds like. He looks like how he sounds, and but Jimmy, I had this whole different.
I look like
picture of
I'm
Jimmy
turning
Bell.
into an alcoholic, which I am, and the blackouts are proving it.
Yeah. And the slurring.
The slurring.
And?
Well,
I
that's
shouldn't
the
be
picture.
drinking.
The picture that Joe posted of you guys or something, he made a comment, and it was funny. I started laughing. He says, I can't believe this is the only picture you guys got of yourselves. I mean, I started laughing at you guys. I couldn't help it, man.
Well, I have other
I didn't
pictures
hear
of
what you
myself,
said.
but they're not for the radio station unless you want my third grade fucking...
It was a picture,
Picture,
Jimmy, I was
picture.
talking about. And Joe made a comment on one of the pictures. He said, I can't believe this is the only picture you guys got of yourself or something. This is the best picture.
Oh,
you guys
yeah,
come
I
up
know.
with.
We never do take
Well,
any
that's because
pictures.
Joe's got like 9 million pictures of himself in his house. They're like all over the walls and shit.
How old
There's
is
pictures
Joe?
of Joe everywhere.
How old is Joe? You don't care.
He's
You
3
think
years
he get-
older than me, 64.
Ooh, we just broke the rule.
Oh,
Jimmy
is that-
said it, not me.
Is that a rule?
Yeah, you're in
Is that a
trouble.
rule?
No, he's somebody told his age.
No, I know.
that's
Holy
the unwritten
crap.
rule.
Now, I'm not trying to be gay
Never
or
let
nothing.
the boss out.
Yeah, never rat the boss out.
Oh, no, wait a minute. He just said he's not gay. But
No, I'm not trying to make a gay statement but for Joe to be his age, he's not a bad looking guy to be that age.
Oh shit!
yeah.
I don't mean it to sound homo, but it sounds
Yeah,
homo.
exactly.
But it sounds
But it
very
is.
gay.
No, but I'm just saying when I get his age, I hope I can look that good. You know what I mean?
That's
Way
like
to kiss the boss's ass,
Yeah,
buddy.
Hey Donald, that's like saying wrong hole, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean it to come out that way. I mean, just like
We should have thought it out better.
Hey, I
Yeah.
should have, but I know. But you guys know what I mean. When I get his age,
Hey, do you see
I
that
hope I
stuff
fare
you
that good.
throw in your hair and it adds like it looks like fuzz to it?
But I have no
Oh, you
hair,
mean the
Jimmy.
Ron Peel thing?
You just
You
shake it
spray
like pepper,
I seen
and it
that
sticks
stuff.
to your
yeah.
hair.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna try
it
that.
dries. I'll
Yeah.
guarantee you, Joe's using that.
But I don't have hair.
Guarantee you.
I have no hair though.
Like volumizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes what little hair you have left and it puts branches on it.
It takes the gray out too. It does all in one.
You do know the show is officially canceled, right?
Oh God! I hope not. Joe, if you're out there listening, man, I didn't mean Joe, please. I know Joe if he's listening. Joe, I didn't mean to sound
Oh,
like
he's
a
not
homo.
listening a long
Just
time
take
ago.
the beating and stop apologizing.
Joe, I didn't mean to sound like a homo, Joe. If you're listening, I didn't mean to sound like a homo.
Wrong hole, Joe. Wrong hole.
But you
Yes,
God.
he did. Yes, he did.
Oh my God! You should see the text he sends us about
Oh, yeah,
you,
all
Joe.
No, don't listen to them. They're lying, Joe. They're lying. They're lying, Joe.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But I'm
we
serious,
better
you
stop
guys.
talking about the boss
Got
and
a
move
man
on.
crush on Joe.
Yeah,
No.
man crush.
Oh God! Everybody's gonna think I'm queer out there, you guys. No, I just hope I feel.
No, they're not going to think it. It's been confirmed.
It's been confirmed. Okay. All right, man.
Joe's just
Oh,
another
God.
conservative.
Well, no. My point was
Say
though,
that, Don.
I hope when I'm in my 60s that I look as good as Joe does. I mean, Joe's not a bad-looking older fella.
Trust me, Donnie, you won't.
No, I don't now. I look
That's
older
where I
than
was
Jimmy
going.
does. I look older than you guys do now, and I'm only 48. I mean, I'm not faring good for my age, you guys. I swear I'm not faring good at all. And like Dave right now, Dave's not much younger than me, but man, he looks
Oh,
good
here
to
we
be a
go
young guy.
again.
Not in a gay way, not in a gay way, Dave.
Easy now, buddy. Don't be wrong holing me.
Now Les has got
Is there a right hole?
Les has got the Charles Bronson look going on. Les is over here. He's got the Charles Bronson look going on. He just got a haircut. Les did. I hope you guys seen his new haircut.
Yeah, we did.
But Les kind of looks like Charles Bronson in a way. if you know, I don't know if you've seen Les, but he does look like Charles Bronson.
More
And
like,
it-
is it Mr. Majestic Charles Bronson or is it Death Wish Charles Bronson?
I don't. It just depends if Les is in a bad mood or not, I guess. But
That's funny right there.
I'm gonna try to come up with somebody that each one of you look like. Now, it then said Les looks like Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
So right now, if I had to say what Jimmy, but I don't want to offend anybody though. I don't want to offend anyone.
We were calling you queer. Offend us.
All
Jimmy
right.
looks like Butch off Little Rat.
I forget who I look
That's who
like.
Jimmy
No.
looks like.
Well, that's what you think, but when I seen Jimmy's picture, one of those pictures, right now, Jimmy could get a job around Christmas time. I swear, Jimmy, they'd pay you good to play Santa Claus right now with that white beard. I mean, with with your hair and everything, you would look
Yeah, I know.
That would violate his parole.
I'm not on parole.
Get my lap. Tell Santa
I've
Claus
been on
what you want for
parole
Christmas.
since 1999.
Jimmy's, if you ask me, he looks more like Moses.
Moses.
After the burning bush shit.
Yeah, he does look
He
like
comes down with the gray hair.
He needs to get him one of them staffs to carry around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's holding the
That's
Ten
what
Commandments.
I need the staff.
You need the
And
staff.
a rock book.
Yeah, you need a rock book. Something out of the Flintstones.
Yeah.
And if he found him a ginger, he could part the Red Sea.
With my tongue.
Oh man, you're taking this show to another level.
Last night I seen him split a vodka spill on the kitchen floor.
It just ran away from me.
Oh man,
Dave, can I tell him about what you said about your lips the other night, man? Yeah, that text you sent me. I forgot what it's about your lips being like a human vibrator.
Yeah.
holy moly!
Well, listen, you guys. I did a video the other day, and this guy actually counted how many times I said the word and I say a lot. It don't mean that, which I think I told you guys this, but Dave texts me. He says, well, my lips is like, it was kind of nasty. I don't want to repeat it, but what exactly did you say, Dave, about your...
Oh,
he had me rolling.
I don't remember. I said women usually like it when you say you know, when you
What, you guys,
Exactly. I was just gonna tell you a story about that. We had what do you call it? Dancers come over. I don't have to push the button. Is that what you're gonna say? I had dancers come over, and one of them put $1 on my mouth and sat on me and told me to start singing, which I did. I sang a Billy Joel tune.
well, which Billy Joel song did you sing?
I'm trying to see if I can do it.
Oh, God.
And it kept vibrating this dollar bill, and she had released so much fucking liquid. And I made it come just by singing between this dollar bill.
Jimmy, the human kazoo.
Yeah, exactly. It was a bachelor party.
Howard Stern ain't got nothing on Jimmy.
And then she turned around, with mine, but she stuck a yellow, not a purple lollipop up there. All right, and then I did the thing, and like I said, the purple lollipop all melted out.
Oh.
I ended up licking a little of it.
That kind of reminds
All
me
day
of this.
sucker.
You guys remember the skit that Howard Stern done that got him really popular? He told
With
all
the
the women
speaker.
with the speaker, yeah. And
Yes.
he turned, and
Right.
you know he told them to turn the bass down on and
Turn
straddle their speaker.
turn the treble down and the bass
Face
up.
up.
Turn the bass up, yeah, and it straddled their speaker. And I guess a lot of women did that. And I guess Jimmy, you could do that on air, couldn't you? Make people's speakers vibrate.
Oh, hell, I could do something like that. That's
Yeah.
for sure. I got
Put
the
a dollar
tape
bill over your face.
Yeah, don't forget the dollar, Jimmy. Or
I tried putting my my fingers over my mouth.
Wouldn't it have been funny if she said put $1 over your face and you pulled out a silver one?
It would have been funnier if she picked it up.
It would have been funnier if Jimmy would have went to the bathroom and had blood all over his face.
Exactly.
If it was a stripper, it would have been impossible.
Jimmy,
Pickup truck.
Paul, do you guys got your Red Wings? Do you guys have your red wings yet?
Yes.
I ain't gonna talk about it. I just
yes, I did earn it one night, and it totally freaked me out.
Well, when you're drunk, you do a lot of things you don't give a fuck about.
Exactly. You know, the bad part
You
is
just go along.
when you wake up the next morning and you walk into the bathroom and you look in the mirror.
Yeah, you look like the fucking Joker from Batman.
So, Dave, I guess you know what I'm talking about too. Red Wings, right?
Oh, brother, I'm a Red Wing commander.
Dana's gonna kill you now. You got it, brother. You're gonna get it now, Dave.
Blue 25 missions, all unsuccessful.
But we gotta ask you guys. We can't leave Les out of this.
Hey,
Les?
I'm listening, boys.
Les?
I hope my mother ain't listening.
I hope so too.
She tuned down a long time ago.
Yeah.
Red Wings? What are they
Right after I introduced you all.
Oh, man.
We gotta ask Les. You guys, Les, do you have your Red Wings?
I earned them, son, when I was in the fourth grade.
He doesn't mind talking about doing drugs and being a dealer.
Right.
But I
But
was
this
17.
is
What
the one.
bothers him.
Hey, guys, I got a message that said, OMFG, be good.
You're in trouble, Dave. You're in trouble. Paul,
Are
did
you guys going off of Facebook?
Who, us?
Do I?
Yeah.
When, right now?
Yeah.
I'm on TeamSpeak. I don't
No,
know.
you never
All
went
right,
on
so
Facebook?
none of us are doing any other format.
Okay.
No.
Hey, I was going to ask you about that, Jimmy. When we do our show, how do we do that on Facebook if we want to go live and do the?
I don't know how we
show?
would join. We'd have to do what Joe's doing, that go to meeting.
Yeah, well, let's try that one night. You guys, I've got that on my phone.
Oh my God, fucking hold my phone and
I don't know why
stand there
you
holding my
hang
phone
around
looking at me
for
the whole
that,
time.
No,
Hey, it worked.
I got two computers.
Okay.
It worked right on my phone. I went right into Joe's show one night at the end of it, and we was all sitting there looking at each other, talking to each other, and I think it was fun, you guys.
But he wasn't broadcasting over the radio, which is stupid.
We wasn't live then?
No, you weren't. That's what I'm saying with Joe's show. He doesn't go live over the radio. He plays a podcast later.
I didn't know that. I thought he went live like our shows. I didn't know. I go, good. Thanks for telling me. I didn't know that. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things about ARM Radio that I don't know, but thanks, Jimmy. I mean,
but I'm sure, like I said, he broadcasted live over the radio sooner or later, but just not when you went on live.
now is that what? I'm sorry, Les, but is that what Val was talking about? Her pre-recording her shows, and you playing them at a certain date? Is that what she was talking about?
Yeah, I did 3 of them last Saturday.
Oh, so we could record our shows, pre-record them, or would you rather have us do them live? I think it's better live.
Well, it is only because it's latest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If me and Paul, we might do a show over the weekend to put it in the can for when I'm hurting for a show. But it'll be like what we were talking about tonight, non-time sensitive.
Well, now, Paul's getting ready to take another vacation or go out of town again, right? Coming up pretty soon?
Out of town, yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah.
That ain't
Yeah,
a
I'm not-
vacation.
Well, I'm not gonna, yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna-
He's on vacation now.
It's more like a sentence.
Are you going to make Pot Talk Thursday night with Jimmy, Paul?
No, I won't be here this week. I was just
He
going to
should
bring
be
that
able
up.
to call.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I call, only you can hear me. It's kind of a, you know what I mean?
No, which I can hear you, and if they get quiet, I'd be like doing what Donald did. I'd be playing mediator.
I don't play translator. You guys have a show, have a good time. I'll tape a show for Thursday night with you. And then you guys, it's all in. You got other people to talk
Because
to.
I got the other woman calling in.
Oh, that's right. You can do the show with her.
Well, you should be calling in.
Wait Wait a minute, the
and talking
doctor's
with
calling
her.
in? The doctor's calling in, Jimmy, or is she calling
Yeah, she'll be calling in.
Thursday.
Not calling in. She'll be coming on TeamSpeak.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can give that a try. I can see if I can call in. Can I talk to
Right.
both of you? I can't. I can only.
Well, you can talk to her, but I just have to relay the question.
All right, I'll give it a
That's
shot.
all.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, well, it's only 3 of us then.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
All right, well, we don't have to air our dirty laundry on the air.
Well, Jimmy, next week, make sure that 1-800 number, because I tried to call last night, and it wouldn't
It
come
wasn't
through.
working. Joe was not on the ball.
Oh, I see. You told everybody I was listening, so you told us to call, and I tried to call because I was going to give you guys the guy's name that Paul was looking for, which was Lee Marvin, and it kept playing music, and I said, "What's going on here?" You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's no big loss.
Oh, I know, but I just.
But I would have liked to have gotten the answer while I was on the air.
Now you know, Lee Marvin. Yep.
I was
Yeah, I know.
going to actually play a trick on you guys. I was going to try to act like somebody else, but you guys would have probably known it was me, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
like the guy that called in asking for Bama Boy.
Oh, that was a setup. Do you guys think that was a setup? Come
We
on
got
now.
about 3 minutes.
I had to bring it up. I had
3
3
to.
minutes left, guys,
That was
before
a
we
setup,
get thrown
Paul.
out.
We get thrown out, but I hope we get to keep our show after tonight, you guys.
Yeah, I
we
don't
do.
because I had a fucking blast. This is
Now
great.
that everybody thinks I'm gay and
I
everybody
understand
else,
No, no.
Crush on
thanks.
Joe.
Not thanks, Donnie. Knows.
what
Hey,
the-
hey, you know, I think we got a new name for Donald though. Wrong hole Whisman.
Wrong hole. Like Ron Lee Feldman. Wrong hole Whisman.
Oh, wrong hole.
Hey, you guys.
That'll do.
When I was younger and less,
Oh, here we go.
don't get mad. But when I was younger, I used to introduce myself as Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to do mine, Little
Okay.
Dick Dave from down Hamilton Way.
Little Dick Daddy. Oh God, Dave.
Oh, Lord.
This has been fun tonight, you guys. I've never done a 2-hour show, but we've had fun. I've had fun tonight.
Hey, we're all
Jesus,
going to
did.
be divorced
Wait.
after this show.
Oh, I'm definitely.
Oh, man.
It was my wife that actually
okay,
called.
boys.
Well,
My
glad
wife's
you will,
about-
Les.
Because I never made no sexual advances to anybody.
Now wait a minute. I did not make any. Hey, wait. Now, Bill. I got
Oh,
a
no,
Bill Clinton,
you
you guys. I got a Bill Clinton, you guys. I did not make any sexual advances towards Joe tonight. I did not
beg
have
to
sex with that
differ.
man.
We
I
got
did
it
not
on
have
tape.
sex with that
We got
man.
it on fucking tape.
Okay, wrong hole.
That's how we're gonna begin
God.
every show.
Oh
Okay,
God.
Instead of using cult of personality, we're gonna lead in with Donnie talking about Joe.
No. Now, wait, please, come on. It's 9:59. Please give me one chance to tell everybody once again. I just hope I fare as good as Joe is. I just hope that I look. I hope I look as.
Somebody's got the dollar bill out.
You got 20 seconds and I'm moving.
All right, goodbye, everybody. I've had fun.
Goodbye.
Guys, this was great. I had a blast.
It was good.
I'm not getting
Catch you guys next week, same time.
Bye, cornholio.
Your country can do for you.